Awesome, guys. Okay, so welcome. And today we're gonna talk, you're gonna have discussion, a dialogue about sport coaching, football, and hockey. Yeah, so you can ask each other questions and listen to each other and learn from each other. So Štěpán, can you ask the first question, please?
Okay. In your opinion, how can a coach inspire their players to reach their full potential?
I think when he builds the session, like for the players, he can inspire them with some type of, I don't know, tactics or drills to help them play better, maybe.
And does your coach inspire you?
Yeah, a lot, because he was a really good player when he was young, and he tells us what he did when he was younger, and it helps me a lot.
Cool.
Can you maybe share with each other who plays what, actually, that you can actually know that Štěpán plays football or hockey? Štěpán?
Well, I've never actually played like a professional level for a club, but I always like to play with my friends. Like almost every day after school, we play football together.
Yeah.
Okay. So. And Milan, what about you?
I'm a midfielder, and I tried the professional level, but I didn't stay there, and now I'm playing in my local Dobruška here in the city.
Football
and hockey. It's the next city in Opočno, but I don't like it so much. I think football is more.
It's more in your heart, yeah? Like is number one if you could choose. Okay, awesome. What about you and hockey, Štěpán?
Yeah, I've never actually done ice hockey. Though I like to play floorball and obviously like to watch hockey on TV.
Okay, perfect. So next question, Milan.
What role does the coach play in developing a team strategy and tactics?
Well, I believe that the coach is really the mastermind behind the whole team, and he kind of sets things in motion, like tells the players how to play and what to do and what to not do.
Yeah, I agree.
What qualities do you believe are essential for a great sports coach?
I think leadership is really essential, and just knowing how to communicate with the team, because if he can tell you anything, then you can play better. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree that he should be able to delegate the tasks he wants the players to do.
Yeah.
Right.
How important is communication in a coach relationship with their team?
Well, obviously, it plays a key role, as when the players don't understand their coach, they don't know how to act on the pitch, and that might lead to them struggling.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
And how can a coach effectively handle conflicts within the team?
Just communicate with them and talk it out, because if it's a team, then they have to have good relationship and friendship between each other, and it can function without it, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
What impact do you think a coach's attitude has on their team's performances?
Well, I think that it has a great impact on the team, as maybe when the coach is frustrated and doesn't end up doing his job as well as he should be, the players will be left without a good leader and won't really understand the tactics that they are expected to use.
Yes, I agree, but I think that on some players it's better to be like angry on them and they will do much better, but some players just you have to be kind with them and they will play better. So I think it depends.
Yeah, it's depending on the personality of the player, of course.
Yeah.
How can a coach foster a positive team culture and environment?
Like I said already, the good communication with them and just talking out and training a lot with them and being with them and just not telling them do this and do this, but just train with them.
Yeah, I agree that the coach should be aiming to create a good collective of players that are friendly to each other.
In what ways should a coach adapt their coaching style to different players' needs?
Well, everybody is a little different. To some people, it might be suitable to just talk to them one-on-one, whereas other people might pay more attention if they're like in a big group and the coach is just saying something to the whole collective. And I think the coach should understand this and know how to speak to each of his players.
Yes, I agree.
How important is it for a coach to continue learning and improving their skills?
I think it depends on the age of the player and what he has already done in his football career. But if it's some former footballer who has done like a lot in their football career, I don't think he should improve his skills, but his like coaching skills to know how to coach.
Yeah, I think that great coaches are formed over time. Like almost no player immediately just becomes a coach overnight. It takes some time and practice to actually understand what the whole point of coaching is, and that sometimes is quite hard to master.
What do you think is the most rewarding aspect of being a great sports coach?
Well, I think that you can see the success in the victories of the team. And obviously, a good coach should be able to lead their team to success and some kind of trophy.
Yeah, I agree.
So now we're gonna switch and talk about the football.
Okay. What do you enjoy most about watching football games?
I think I enjoy most when the game is tied up and it's led to penalties because it's the most fun part of it, and I really like to watch it.
How often do you watch actually football on TV? Because you play a lot, right? You have football and hockey, so how often do you have time to watch actually football on TV? Milana.
No. Hello.
Se nám to seklo asi. Yeah, so my question was, how often do you actually have time to watch football on TV? When you play football and do hockey, how often do you actually have time for it?
I think I watch it every week. Like with
Every
my
week?
dad because he enjoys it a lot and he watches it with me. And the best one is when Champions League is in play and it's about 9 p.m. it starts and we watch it.
Yeah.
Have you watched the first half of the game this evening? AC Milan, I think, is playing.
No, I didn't watch tonight because I had ice hockey training, so
Okay.
Next question. Štěpán?
How do you feel when your favorite team match?
Well, I'm obviously happy. I think it's kind of weird that our sort of mental health depends on 11 men just kicking a ball around, but when my favorite team wins, I really am happy, and I'm looking forward to the next time they play and hope that they will win again.
Yeah, I agree.
So who's your, or what's your favorite football team?
My favorite football team is Bayern München. I don't know how to say.
München, yeah.
I guess that's the original way, but in London, everyone just called it Bayern Munich.
Yeah, okay.
Munich.
Yeah, I like West Ham.
West Ham.
Yeah. And can you describe your favorite football memory?
Like playing or watching?
Playing, please.
Anyone.
Okay. Or anyone, okay, but I was like, playing.
Okay.
Playing. So I can describe both. So playing, I think when we went to Trutnov, I think it was, we were tied up and I scored like the winning goal. It was like Výběry. It's they choose the best ones from a part of Czech Republic, from Královéhradecký kraj, and we played the match against Moravskoslezský kraj and I scored the goal. So it was my best football memory playing and watching. It was this year when we went to Germany to watch Czech Republic in the Euros. It was
Nice. Awesome. Mhm.
What skills do you think are essential for a good football player?
Well, I think there are a lot of skills that a football player needs to have, and it really depends on the position that they play. Like, obviously, most of the time, for example, wingers are supposed to be fast, and midfielders should have good awareness and football knowledge. However, it really depends on the player. You can have a slow attacker or a really good attacking center back. Like, overall, it's really the stamina that matters and them being able to perform on the ball.
Mhm.
And how does playing football make you feel?
I think it depends, but the most times it just I don't feel any stress and I just enjoy it because I play because I like it, and mostly it's with my friends because I'm friends with almost all of my team, so it's really fun there.
Mhm.
And in what sort of weather do you enjoy playing the most?
I think in rainy weather, like not heavy rain, but
Mhm.
rainy.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I agree that in the rain, it's always so much more fun.
That's interesting news for me, actually, that you enjoy it. I didn't know. Okay.
What are some challenges you face when playing football?
Yeah, so definitely when something goes wrong for me, like I don't manage to go past the opposition player or when I lose the ball, it's kind of tough, but I always try to do better next time and improve.
Mhm.
Why do you think football is popular in many countries?
I think because it's cheap and everybody can play it just on the
Mhm.
streets, and everybody knows it and it's just affordable, I think, because of it.
Mhm. What's your opinion, Štěpán?
Yeah, I agree that it's like such an easy yet so complicated game. Like anybody can just find a ball and use their legs to kick it around. But
Mhm.
then when you bring it up to professional level, like the game is so interesting that people are just glued to their screens and they want to see it there. They want to see their team succeed.
Mhm. Mhm.
What strategies do you think are important for winning a football match?
Well, each coach implements their own strategies. However, oftentimes it could be either like focusing on quick counterattacks, or a different football team could have a tactic to just be on the ball for the whole match and then wait for the perfect moment to strike and score a goal. And that's the way how they win.
Yeah.
Can you actually like recall or say how many strategies do you use when you play a football match, Milan? Do you know?
Like Štěpán said, every coach has other strategies, so
Mhm.
you can't really know what he will choose, but
Mhm.
my team mainly we use like we hold the ball and just trying to find a gap in their defense and just pass the ball.
Mhm. Yeah, I was thinking like does every coach have like, I don't know, 4 strategies, or we are talking about number 20? Yeah. So you would recall like 1, 2 strategies that you are aware of?
It's like, I don't know if you can call it a strategy. It's just
Mhm.
just sometimes types like of plays.
Mhm. Yeah.
If you are at the corner, you have to
Mhm.
pass there and there, and just I think something like that. I don't know if you
Mhm.
can call it.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Okay.
Zo, dat is dit dan.
I can, if you want.
Mhm.
How do you celebrate when your team scores a goal?
I'm really happy because when you score a goal, you are ahead of the other team. So I'm really
Mhm.
excited.
And how do you celebrate as a team?
Yeah, we also
Like after, like what's going on, like after the match? How do you celebrate?
If we win, then we are likely happy and sing in the changing rooms. But
Mhm.
if we
Mhm.
but it's good.
Mhm. Okay.
In your opinion, what makes a great football coach?
Well, I think all great football coaches should be able to come up with a tactic that works against their opponents and be able to deliver it to the players and make them play as the tactic says.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Awesome. Perfect. So now we're gonna switch almost into the same ones, but in an ice hockey one. Mhm.
What do you like most about watching hockey games?
And now maybe switch because we will switch because Milan was talking about watching football. So now let's give the chance to Štěpán. So that will be Štěpán, for you the question. So what do you like most about watching hockey games?
Well, I've heard that this coming from quite a lot of girls actually, that they prefer hockey over football because hockey is a bit more quick and the pace is so much different from football, where you take maybe 5 minutes to just pass the ball around on your own half. Whereas in hockey, it's always up and down. All the time somebody's attacking or defending. And I kind of like that on hockey as well, that there's so much action.
Okay.
And how do you feel when your team wins a hockey match?
It's like in football. I'm really happy and I try to celebrate it. And I'm just really happy about it and I look forward for the next game.
When was the last time that you watched a hockey match?
Last time, I don't remember. I think it was Saturday or Sunday. We were playing some team and we won 5-0. So it was
Nice.
Nice. Okay.
Can you share a memorable experience you have had at the hockey game?
Well, one hockey game that I went to with my grandfather, I think it was Hradec Králové against Třinec a couple seasons back. And Třinec was dominating almost the whole match, but then in the final period, Hradec managed to equalize. And I guess that was such a euphoric moment, like seeing everybody in the stadium just cheer for them. That was quite nice.
Awesome.
What skills are important for a successful hockey player?
I think the most essential skill is speed in hockey because it's a small like stadium and you have to be very quick, and then strength because it's a physical game and you have to like touch the opponents to win.
Yeah, so in football, it's called a field, and in ice hockey, it's called a rink, like the area that they play.
How does playing hockey impact your teamwork skills?
Well, I think that hockey players really should have a developed teamwork skill, as it's so essential to pass the puck around and find those small gaps and have perfect timing to give a good pass to your teammate. Like it takes some time to practice that. And what are some difficulties you encounter when playing hockey?
now playing with 2 year older people, so it's really hard because they are faster and stronger. So
Mhm.
it's like hard to dominate there, but with just some teamwork, because I have really good teammates, I think it can work.
Do you sometimes feel scared playing against other players?
Yeah, sometimes yes, because some players just have 2 meters, so it's
Hmm.
yeah, but
Yeah, that's difficult. Mhm.
why do you think hockey is an exciting sport?
Well, hockey is just such a fast-paced game, and there's usually a lot of goals scored, and that's quite attractive for people.
Mhm.
What tactics do you think are crucial for a hockey team to win?
Tactics, I don't know a lot about hockey tactics, but for example, when they are playing 5-on-4, then you have to shoot a lot because it's just a small rink and you have to be on the other team's part and just focus.
Yeah, I agree that during power time, just being on the third of the opponent and just trying to shoot as much as possible. At one point, the shot is gonna go in.
Mhm.
How do you feel when a player makes a great save during a game?
Well, I'm usually quite impressed when I see a goalie make like a diving save with his glove, and it's just so cool to see them do that for a goal that you thought was 100% going in.
Yeah.
Mhm.
In your opinion, what good qualities make a good hockey coach?
I think making the players like motivate them and just training them something new like tactics and just training speed with them so they would be faster. I think these are the qualities they need to have.
Mhm.
Milan, can you imagine you coaching the younger ones?
The younger ones, yeah, because it's just about them passing around the puck and
Mhm.
yeah.
So what quality would you actually bring to them?
I think the best quality is like motivate them because they
Mhm.
are young, and motivate them to play hockey and try their best, I think is the most
Mhm.
thing you can see.
So how can you motivate them? How can you motivate those young children?
Mm,
What do you see, or what was working for you?
No, when I won, when I was winning, then when they are
The winning. So you would let them play against each other.
no, I would train with them and tell them so they will be better and win because when I win, I want to be better. I think.
Mhm. 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 Okay, awesome. Perfect. And now we will try to compare the football versus hockey. Mhm.
How do the team sizes the
Differ.
Differ.
between football and hockey, and how does that affect gameplay?
Yeah, so in football, you have 10 outfield players and a goalie, whereas in hockey, it's only 5 players plus a goalie. So with the area being so much smaller, it creates a faster tempo for the game, and everything just moves around way faster in hockey.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just pictured like playing football on that small small rink. What would actually happen? Has it ever tried that? Like to play hockey, the football on the hockey rink? Like in the small area, I mean, it would be so much fun to try. Okay.
In what ways do the scoring systems of football and hockey influence the strategies teams use?
I think in football there are bigger nets, so they can shoot from more far out, and the balls are bigger, and it's better to strike it, and you just need your leg to use it. And in hockey, the puck is smaller, and the hockey goal is small too. So I think you need to get closer to the goalie to score a goal.
Mhm.
Mhm.
How do the physical demands of playing football compare to those of playing hockey?
Well, for both sports, you need good stamina in order to play at your best ability. However, in football, you have to play the whole 90 minutes on the pitch, whereas in hockey, the players switch quite often, and when you get subbed off, you can always have a rest on the bench and then come back on in maybe 3 minutes. So that's quite different. And what are the key differences in the playing fields or rinks for football and hockey?
The key differences are that the field is bigger and there are 11 players and it's grass and it's not ice. So I think that's the differences.
Mhm.
Awesome. We have more questions here, but right now we don't have enough time for it. But so how was it for you, Milan? How was it to talk to Štěpán?
I think his English is very good and
Thank you. Yeah,
Mhm.
yours is really good as well. Nice talking with you.
Yeah. Did you pick up some new words or something that you was like, oh, this is how I should say it, Milan? Yeah. Okay. And also the great pronunciation and everything. So how was it for you, for both of you maybe, or maybe for you, Štěpán, right now? You didn't know what's coming. You didn't know the questions. You both saw it for the first time. How was it talking?
Well, it was quite interesting to see Milan's opinion on these two games that I quite like. And I talk about sport a lot with my friends, but maybe not necessarily these type of questions. So it was nice to try something new.
If I would give you only like the topic football, hockey, just talk with each other for 30 minutes, would you know what to do, what to say, asking backup questions? And so, Milan, how would you handle it for 30 minutes?
I think we would like talk it out, but I don't know if I could say a lot.
Yeah. I like that confidence. Štěpán, what do you think?
Yeah, I guess we would run out of things to say without the cards. I think we would just go through like our favorite teams and times that we watched or played, but then we might have struggled on what to say next. So the cards really helped us to continue.
Because you don't know each other. You see each other for the first time, right? So amazing. Okay. Yeah, perfect. So Milan, can you imagine to see Štěpán one more time, or that he can join our sessions?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I wouldn't mind it.
Thank you.
Yeah, because you wanted to get better at pronunciation, yeah? So that was one of your goal, actually, yeah. And Štěpán, I think that I mentioned that Milan's family is from Brazil, right? So that would be something that you would be interested to get to know him from this point of view. Would that be okay to talk about your experience or your part of life in Brazil, Milan?
Yeah, I would like
Yeah,
to.
or maybe, yeah, awesome. Perfect. Okay, thank you so much, both of you. Enjoy your evening, and we will see each other next Tuesday